Imagine waking up in 2050, not on Earth, but on Mars. The pop culture dream promises sprawling glass domes and lush green parks under a warm sky. But that illusion shatters the moment you step outside. The reality of this world is an irradiated, freezing desert. The atmosphere is toxic, and the average temperature hovers around -80 degrees Fahrenheit. Out here, there is absolutely no shelter. Living on the red planet by mid-century requires engineering hyper-efficient survival machines that can withstand a constant assault from the elements. This animated chart lays out the hierarchy of Martian needs. It is a brutal checklist where colonists have to solve problems in the exact order the planet would kill them. First, shelter from the vacuum and radiation. Then, securing water. Finally, growing food. Surviving here means shedding every single earthbound comfort. Every ounce of energy goes into extreme engineering just to stay alive. Because the surface is lethal, the very first cities will be buried. We are looking at pressurized modules installed deep underground or shielded by thick layers of packed dirt. This chart illustrates why that dirt is a biological necessity. The Martian soil, or regolith, absorbs the intense cosmic radiation that would otherwise tear through the thin atmosphere and destroy human DNA. Constructing these buried bunkers is too dangerous for human crews. Long before the first astronauts arrive, autonomous robots and automated infrastructure will be deployed to dig trenches and assemble the modular habitats. Down in the dark, these underground colonies will draw all their life-saving power from sprawling solar farms laid out across the surface above them. A Martian's physical safety is permanently tethered to the structural integrity of those buried metal tubes. A single depressurization breach means instant death. Once a pressurized shelter is secured, the next immediate hurdle is finding and processing liquid water. In a completely barren environment, this is the absolute biggest bottleneck for sustained life. The primary supply lies locked away in deep subsurface ice deposits and massive polar caps. This image shows the swirling white ice patterns of the Martian North Pole, which will have to be extensively mined to extract usable water. This diagram maps a mandatory closed-loop recycling system. Every drop of moisture, from breath and sweat to wastewater, is captured, filtered, and purified back into drinking water. This recycled wastewater is then rerouted to hydrate high-density, vertically grown hydroponic crops. On Mars, waste is practically a death sentence. Extreme resource efficiency is the only way a colony can last through its first year. Leaving the safety of the habitat for daily maintenance is an arduous, claustrophobic process. It requires climbing into heavy, restrictive spacesuits and navigating strict airlock procedures just to step outside. For long-distance surface travel and exploration, colonists will rely on heavily armored, pressurized rovers. These act less like vehicles and more like mobile survival pods. And no matter how far they travel, they face a crippling communication constraint. Depending on planetary alignment, it can take up to 22 minutes for a message to reach Earth, and another 22 minutes to receive a reply. With a 44-minute round trip for a single conversation, Martian workers cannot rely on Houston for real-time problem-solving. In a crisis, they are entirely on their own. A normal day here is defined by extreme isolation. Every mundane task requires intense procedural discipline, because a single mistake can quickly escalate into a disaster. Moving to Mars in 2050 offers no escape from Earth's problems. Colonists instead face a daily, claustrophobic battle against an environment actively trying to kill them. The traditional romance of space exploration gives way to the rigorous, unglamorous discipline of routine maintenance and constant system checks. Yet, facing that grim reality requires incredible human ingenuity. The buried underground modules, the closed-loop water systems, and the hydroponic labs are a testament to our ability to adapt and build under pressure. This highly engineered survival machine marks our successful leap into becoming a multi-planetary species. By 2050, Mars may not look like a second Earth, but it could become humanity's triumphant first permanent home beyond our planet.